Venting. Venting is something you all have to do time and time again, but sometimes gets you in trouble. Sometimes you thought in your head, it's not something you should say out loud. So anytime I meet a person and say, oh, I'm honest, just like you're a liar, you're lying right now. It's not honest. You're not saying what's in your head. When I went on a date with this girl, she was about gay, and so I'm sorry I don't look like how I do in my Tinder profile. I said, well, that's fine. I wrote that I was Catholic in mine, and she says to me, other than that, I keep it pretty honest. I said, okay, tell me something about yourself. Where'd you go to school? She said, Harvard. I said, what did you do in the last 2 years? She says, well, in the 90s, my husband was the president. And I said, oh, very cool. She said, also, I ran a couple times myself. And I had to ask her, I was like, are you Hillary Clinton? And she says, no. I was like, you just described Hillary Clinton. And she's like, no, I'm not Hillary Clinton. Another backstory, I started to Anyway, she said I started a film studio, all based off of drawing. I used to draw things. One day I was just eating an apple by a dumpster, and I drew a mouse and it blew up. And I was like, are you saying you're Walt Disney? Like, no, I'm not Walt Disney. I'm sorry, I should have verified on my Tinder profile. I was like, all right, tell me a little more about yourself. She goes, well, my dad was a mechanic. We were in the car business. He had a pretty big rivalry with this guy, Ford. And I was like, all right, I'm going to stop you right now. I saw that movie. Are you saying that you're also a Ferrari? And she's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I've done in the past. And so she said, all right, fine, enough about me, tell me about yourself. I was like, all right, well, I was the first black president of the United States of America. I came out with a health care plan that everyone complains about, but then when someone does it, they say that this sucks. And I said, and my wife looks like a man, but she's not. Sorry, Obama. Thank you.